Today's service is about the concept of enough, which is a tricky concept for me. And honestly, I'd go so far as to say for most Americans, I'd say one of our defining traits as a nation is aspiration. The concept of striving for more and not settling is so American to me that saying, "this is enough," feels foreign when it comes out of my mouth. Our pop music asks for more, give me more, says never enough. Capitalism itself demands constant growth. I have been staring at excess since I was a child, and Robin Leach wished us all champagne wishes and caviar dreams. That was the goalpost for a nation of young, upwardly mobile dreamers. These are all thoughts I had after Reverend Rush Southern asked me to come up with times where I have felt enough, felt I had enough, felt I was enough. When asked the question about times I felt enough, I thought of lack, of blind ambition, instead of times where I was content. And this is something I probably need to discuss in therapy. So I did a hard reset and thought about the actual assignment. The last time I felt the way she described /enough was when I was eating tamales with a friend at work. We'd both been pulling 60-hour weeks. I was routinely skipping lunch because you can eat when you're dead or something. And here's the deal. There is an amazing tamale place near where I work in Oakland called Tamaleria Azteca. I am happy to plug them for free right now. It's a drab gray building with one window where you order your tamales. Their menu is 5 kinds of tamales and nothing else. You are given your salsa in a plastic bag tied in a knot, and the food is amazing. It was an incredibly busy day at work. My coworker and friend and I, we had been burning the candle at both ends for about a month. And at that point, I needed food. Not just in the way that humans need food to survive, but like in an existential way. Like I needed to sit down and eat so I could feel like a person again. That was enough, it turned out. A small break and some tasty food, just taking the time to stop and relax with my friend. When I reflect on other times I felt like I had enough in this life, turns out food is often involved. I think of being a kid at family reunions, staring at a bountiful potluck, how it felt to have everyone together in front of a spread of pies and hot dish. I'm Minnesotan, it's a thing, look it up. Or more recently, when my friend Kate got featured on Netflix's comedy lineup, a group of us took her out to pizza. And in that moment, whatever goals the rest of us were pursuing fell out of focus. It was enough for all of us to be there together, celebrating her success. There are, of course, times that didn't involve food. A few years back, when my grandfather was in the hospital in Florida, my 2 uncles and I went down to see him, but my mother couldn't come because my father was in cancer treatment at exactly the same time and he needed her by his side. My father told her to go, despite the fact that even doing the most basic of tasks was nearly impossible for him. My mom knew she had to stay by her husband's side. As my grandfather got progressively worse and it became obvious he was going to die, and my mom couldn't be there, I felt like a stand-in for her. At one point, I held the phone up to my grandfather as he and my mother said their final goodbyes. In a heartbreaking phone call, I saw a lifetime of love. And one phone call was enough because it had to be. The common thread in all of these experiences is that I was either forced or compelled to slow down, to wait. The flow of life had been interrupted, and in these moments there is no great striving, no seeking what's next. These moments were enough. So instead of champagne wishes and caviar dreams, may we all have a tamale, a bag of salsa, a slice of pizza, or a phone call when you need it the most. May we all have time with those dear to us, small celebrations. May we be able to go where we are needed. May we be enough.